Well, here we go, back again with another video. Yes, and today's video is about accumulation of things that are on my mind, things I want to talk about, and also the Morecambe preview on Tuesday night. Well, we're going to start off with yesterday's game. Sunderland drew against Oxford, 1-1. Was it a good result? I kind of thought we would draw against Oxford. Oxford are in absolutely fantastic form at this moment in time. So, it was always going to be a difficult game, but we deserved to win that match. We should have taken it by the scruff of the neck. Oxford were there for the taking. We should have gotten 3 points. We hit the crossbar, hit the post, hard lines comes to mind, but you got to make your own luck. You got to put the ball in the back of the net, and we weren't that clinical in front of goal. But score predictions. Yesterday there was a whole host of people who got the correct score. They all knew the score was going to be 1-1. Doug B, CP7, Jonathan Mariner, Angelic Skin 77. Top of the leaderboard on his own now. Scott Hamilton, official Willie G, Craig. We have James Parker and Ollie Boy all got the correct score of 1-1. Now, what about Lee Johnson doing this to a fan outside the dugout? Was that 100% true? The guy came on BBC Newcastle, Total Sport, and he said, he went down and said to the guy, said to Lee Johnson, leave the club now. And Lee Johnson apparently put the V's up. Now, for me, you can have two sides of the fence. You can sit in the middle if you want. But on one side of the fence, you got Lee Johnson, thinks he's almost done enough to win 3 points, back against the wall, 7 to 9 injuries, doing what he can with a makeshift squad. Gooch right back. Then we got a centre back at left back. You know, we're just playing 3 at the back. We've got 2 wing backs, Jarku and Gooch. So you know, it's all over the shop. The team's all over the shop. So on that side of the fence, you know, he's doing the best he can in the circumstances and his passion. That, for me, also shows he has passion. But on the other side of the fence, you've got people who are saying that managers should not be putting fingers up at the crowd. Should not be isolating the crowd. You've got one certain side of the crowd who want, it's 50-50 for me, who want Lee Johnson out. And yeah, what's the word? Alienating that side of the crowd by giving the V's up. If that was allegedly what happened, if it was true, surely I cannot believe Lee Johnson would do that. But again, at the same time, I can't believe somebody would come on Total Sport and say that if it wasn't true. So on one side, back against the wall, no players, makeshift squad, almost done it. He battered Oxford in the second half, dominated Oxford, and we only got 1 point. So he's disappointed, and his passion was shown on the side when he gave the fingers to the fan. But on the other side of the fence, you should not be doing that. Regardless, if it was me, you ignore the fan, you get on with your life, and you just ignore him, simple as. You're disappointed, you're dejected, but it's part and parcel of being a head coach. You cannot be doing this sort of thing. You cannot be putting the fingers up and telling players, or telling, the crowd, fans to fuck off. You can't be doing that, simple as. It's just not, you know, you just can't do it. You can't alienate fans by doing that, simple as. You know, so for me, Lee Johnson might be passionate, but at the same time, he's a bit reckless. He's a bit thoughtless, and you cannot be putting fingers up at the crowd, regardless of what they say to you. End of the day, you know, if they're being that abusive, the stewards will take them away, and they'll probably get banned from any ground. As same as when people do racial abuse, for me. So, but he wasn't being abusive. It was just saying, apparently, you know, allegedly, get up the ground, Lee Johnson, and don't come back. And Lee Johnson didn't take that quite to heart, did he? Anyway, put that to one side now. End of the day, I'm not particularly bothered if Lee Johnson, I would never go down to Lee Johnson anyway and tell him to piss off. I would never go down and tell him to go out the club and never come back. I would never go down and face up to Lee Johnson. End of the day, he's doing the best he can. It is, you know, he does what he thinks is best for him. And I'll probably be no better, so I can't really go down there and criticise. So, another thing that's bugging the shit out of me today. Apparently we've got no money to spend in January. How is this possible? How is this possible? We have got no money to spend in January. We have to sell players to bring players in. Now, I've heard this. Where's this come from? So let me know down below in the comment section, who has said this on what website and what paper? Where has this news come from? I have not seen this. I've tried to find it, but apparently we've got no money. And if it's true, it's an absolute disgrace. We've got to sell players to bring players in. How stupid is that from a billionaire? His mum's worth 5.6 billion apparently, and he's worth about 2 billion. How's he getting that money? Is he allowed to spend that money? Or does his mum have a strap on his purse strings? So we don't know. But apparently Sunderland are one of the most sort of expensive squads in League One. The most expensive squad in League One is Ipswich Town. 20 million pounds. 20 million pounds. Ipswich are worth, and Paul Cook couldn't do anything with that and is getting himself the sack. Charlton are worth 10.7 million. I'll tell you what it is. I do apologise. I've got this completely wrong. We'll start again, right? Just rewind that. Right, there we go. It's rewound. In the most expensive squad in League One is not Ipswich. They are the second most expensive squad. The most expensive squad is Sheffield Wednesday with 23.54 million. Sheffield Wednesday. And then it's Ipswich, then it's Charlton, and Sunderland are the fourth most expensive squad. So we've got to sell players for it. Bring them in. Our most expensive player that's worth the most if we sell him is Alex Pritchard, apparently. I do assure you this is just water. But, you know what I'm like. Anyway, so Oxford have a squad worth of £6.5 million. So that just sums up the state of the club at this moment in time. If we are not allowed to bring anybody in, we can't even go out and buy a striker. We can't even go out and buy a right back. We can't go out and strengthen the squad unless we sell some of these players. Who would we sell? Lyndon Gooch. Who would we sell? Who can we sell? We got no players to sell. We cannot sell anybody, because we've got no strength and depth. So it's impossible. It's impossible. If that's the situation, we're doomed. We have to wait the players come back. We can't bring anybody in. We cannot. These players are only going to be sold the lower end of League One, lower end of League Two, higher end of League Two and lower end of League One. So there's nobody to sell. So that means our hands are tied. We cannot buy anybody in the transfer window in January. We're stuck with this squad. What is the point of even sacking Lee Johnson if we can't bring any players in for the new manager to come in? And who wants to come in? Apparently Sam Allardyce would love to come back, but why would he walk straight back into this club with no money to spend? It is an absolute catch-22 position situation. It's rotten. It is rotten. We have to make do with what we've got. If all this is true, by the way, I need to know where this information's come from, because I cannot believe for the life of me we've got a billionaire owner and he won't put his hand in his pocket to spend some cash. That cannot be true, surely. But anyway, we'll move on to Morecambe at the week on Tuesday night. We do need to get 7 points from these 3 home games. We've got 1 now. Now we need 2 victories on the bounce. So we do welcome Morecambe to the Stadium of Light on Tuesday night, and it's a must-win match. There's no way possible. There's no scenario out there. There's no, anything out there. There's nothing at all that can be other than a victory. We have to have a victory. It must be a victory. The players must go out there and believe they are the better side and dominate and really put Morecambe to the sword. We have to win this match. It's imperative. 3 points is a must. Anything less than 3 points and it's an absolute shambles of a situation. Lee Johnson must have his team right up for this. If we don't get 3 points out of this game, then we have no chance of getting promoted this season. That's just my opinion. But, they do. Morecambe, the Mizuna Stadium, they were founded in 1920, 101 years old. Manager Stephen Robinson, 46-year-old. He used to play for Bournemouth. 241 games in charge, 52 goals he scored. well done, good play. And then he went as manager. He's manager with Morecambe. This is what we are playing under the manager at this moment. 26 games in charge, only won 8. He's drawn 5, lost 13. -8 goal difference. Now, the last time Morecambe have won a game of football in this league is a long time ago. They got smashed. These running league results got smashed of MK Dons 4-0. They drew against Charlton 2-2. They got beat off Cambridge at home 2-0. They got beat off Oxford away 3-1. They drew against Plymouth. That's a good result, 1-1. Cheltenham beat them 3-1. Burton beat them 3-2. Wickham beat them 4-3. The last time they won a game of football was September the 28th against Lincoln. So if we do not come away with 3 points on Tuesday night, it's an absolute disgrace. It is absolutely a shocking result from everyone around. But I do not believe that for one instance. We are going to win. We are going to beat Morecambe. And I'm going to go 4-0 home win. Yes, you heard it first. 4-0. Get your score predictions down in the comment section. Have you got the greatest sports noggin? Do you think Sunderland can win and finally get a win? We do a one. We do a really good win. 4-0 at worst. I do wish all the Morecambe fans who come to the Stadium of Light a safe journey to the Stadium of Light back home, and I do hope you can survive in League One. End of the day, you're doing okay. You're one place from the bottom 4, so I hope you can survive. I hope you have a great season. I hope you enjoy your night. But have a safe journey home. Hope you enjoy your night, but have a safe journey home, but hopefully no points. Am I Lee Johnson in or out? People say, get off the fence. Why do I have to decide? I have no significance at all what KLD's. I have no significance at all what Speakman does, and I have no significance whatsoever what happens to Lee Johnson. My personal opinion is, he is under the cosh. He's doing the best he can do with a makeshift squad with 9 injuries, 9 injuries, and now we're down to the bare bones. We've only got 2 players. Embleton should start over Diaco, and then we got Aidan O'Brien, and that's it. Then we're down to Wern, who actually I would give some game time to. And I would give game time to 1 or 2 of the youngsters. But again, I ain't the manager. I would definitely go 2 up front against Morecambe. Simple as, put them to the sword, bombard them. Absolutely bombard them, get early goals, get them dejected like we did against Cheltenham. Lee Johnson, good start of the season. Players getting injured, falling away, backs against the wall, doing his best in a bad situation. I kind of feel for him that way. But at the same time, he's not helping himself with the formation and not putting 2 up front. And his interviews don't really do him any good. But his interviews have kind of changed now. He's sort of getting away from all this bullshit. I'm pleased he's getting away from all this bullshit in the interviews and talking sense for once. I think if he has watched my comments, which I don't think for an instance he has, somebody might have passed on to him and said, look, stop talking gibberish in your bloody interviews. He's actually talking a bit of sense now. Last 3 interviews haven't been that bad. End of the day, I like managers that can change. I want Lee Johnson to succeed, I really do. But putting 2 fingers up at a player allegedly is not the way to go, Johnson. If it's happened, you need to come out and apologise for it, simple as. So there you go. That's where I am. At this moment in time, I am Lee Johnson in. Lee Johnson in. I'm not sitting on the fence. I'm Lee Johnson in, but he's on borrowed time. And if we do not get at least 4 points from these next 2 games, then for me, borrowed time is about up. Right, thanks for watching the video. Take care, God bless me, God go with you. I know Lee's not everybody's cup of tea, but unless Big Sam's going to come in with nothing to spend, there's really nobody out there, I don't know at this moment in time, without doing a bit of homework. I kind of feel, I must be getting old, soft in my old age. I feel sorry for Lee Johnson a little bit with the situation at the club. But at the same time, you kind of go and abuse, and put the fingers up allegedly at fans. So, for me, on one side of it, he's got to go for that. But but on the other side of it, I feel sorry for him. But at this moment in time, I'm just Lee Johnson in. And as if it is true, he put two fingers up the fan, well then, we'll see after two more games what I feel like then. You know, if we come out and we batter Morecambe and we beat Morecambe comfortably, then we get a great result against Portsmouth, 6 points in 2 games, then yes, I'm definitely Lee Johnson in. Right, see you later, take care, God bless, and we'll catch you for the Morecambe vlog on Tuesday night. Don't forget, I'm doing a video shortly about Durham on Mad Mistake visits, and I will leave a link down below in the description. Please subscribe to the Mad Mistake visits, that'd be much appreciated, and we'll see you later. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Bum, bum, ba-dum, oh, where treetops glisten. Right, we'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Adios.